Good evening, Eleni Roussos with ABC News. Anger is building among Tennant Creek residents who say they've been let down and forgotten by the government despite repeated requests for help with out-of-control crime. It wasn't until a 2-year-old girl was allegedly raped in the Central Australian town that the Northern Territory government kicked into action. For more, reporter Claire Campbell joins us from Tennant Creek. Claire, how are residents feeling given the horrific crimes coming to light in recent days?
The community here in Tennant Creek is in a complete state of shock. They say they're totally appalled by what's happened. The alleged sexual assault of a 2-year-old girl and the death of a man from an assault in the recent days, really has been the tipping point for this community, who says they've battled with alcohol-related crime and assault for far too long. The little girl has since been released or discharged from the Women's and Children's Hospital in Adelaide into the care of her family. But that's done little to ease the tension and anger here in Tennant Creek. The community here is demanding urgent action. Let's take a look at what happened today. A community united in fury over the neglect and abuse of its children. Indigenous, non-Indigenous, old and young, all taking a stand against government policy they say has failed it.
Forgotten and left out, really, that's the word.
Letter after letter sent to the government over the past few months outlining a town in crisis and in desperate need of help. But those pleas went mostly unanswered until 6:02 p.m. last night, the same day the media was reporting the alleged rape of a 2-year-old girl and a man killed from an assault.
Due to an incident like this, to get a response now is sad.
Today, the acting Chief Minister made an 11th hour visit to see the issues in the remote town for herself, promising to do more. Many relatives of the girl who was allegedly raped are here at this rally today, and they're angry. They're angry that so many notifications were made to Territory families and no action was taken. They're angry that police aren't updating them on the condition of their niece, and they're angry that despite a Royal Commission, things still don't seem to have changed. And according to the Police Commissioner, who travelled to the town for about 3 hours today, it's not the only case of child sexual assault in Tennant Creek.
This town has a higher than average sexual assault rate against young people compared to other Territory locations. So the norm is around 37% of victims. It seems to be about 50% here that are under the age of 16.
Recent police statistics paint a damning picture of the town of about 3,000 people. Alcohol-related assault, domestic violence and property crime are all on the rise.
Violence and murder, people from outside of town coming in making trouble.
Yet amidst the brewing crisis, police management removed the town's CCTV cameras and relocated them to Alice Springs. They changed Tennant Creek from the Southern Command to be run out of Katherine, some 700 kilometres away, and police have been scaled back from bottle shops. But the local member is adamant alcohol-related issues are not a government issue.
This story is about personal responsibility, and then we can ramp it up to community responsibility.
The community agrees, but wants the government to work together with its leaders, Indigenous elders and community organisations to make meaningful change. So while Jerry McCarthy told people in Tennant Creek today that the buck stopped with the community, other government ministers said the buck stopped with them. Even amongst a Royal Commission in the Northern Territory, the government has again admitted it's failed. With the Chief Minister overseas, it came down to his deputy to face the storm in his hometown.
Claire Campbell reporting there from Tennant Creek.